Welcome, ambitious, adventurous Aries. It is Sachi, and we are here to do some shamanic shifting where we take the current energy of where you are now, look at what your goal is, and then look at how to take your current energy and transmute it into your manifestation goal. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more that I can send to you. And just a reminder that the top 2 videos with the most likes do get a bonus reading, as well as whoever comes in first gets the extended for free. I'm also currently offering a 30-day free trial of any membership on my website. So if you're interested in accessing the extended to this video and all videos, as well as my musings page, which I post about up-to-date astrological transits and such, there is a free trial. So if that interests you, please check that out. My other announcement I would like to make is that my Tarot 101 course is now available in my shop. So if you were not able to attend the live class or get the live class ticket, you can now get the recorded version of the class in my shop. So it is a 2-part course that goes over everything you need to know on how to read tarot. We cover things like how to choose a deck if you don't already have one, how to bond with a deck, how to cleanse a deck, and of course, how to read each of the individual cards. We go through every single card of the major and minor arcana, but also how to view tarot as a whole. So how to understand what the tarot deck really signifies from start to finish, and how to see things from a higher perspective so that you're not just looking at each of the individual cards, you're kind of learning how to read them together. So and it also comes with an in-class worksheet packet for you to fill out while you are watching the course. And that way all of the information and your notes are organized in a very meaningful way and a very intuitive way, so that when you're done with the course, if you're looking for a particular piece of information, you will know exactly where to find it. It also comes with some tarot journal prompts for before and after class, and then a certificate of completion for you to print and fill out after you have completed the course. So again, if it interests you, you can click the link in the description box below and check it out. All right, anyway, Aries, let's get started. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. We had the Page of Wands, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Moon. So with the Page of Wands, it is telling me that you're waiting to hear back from a particular person. This may be someone that you were essentially connected with. With the Four of Wands in reverse, it's telling me that there was no promise of union. Maybe it feels like you want the Four of Wands, like you want to come together. This is like usually like a marriage card, but in this deck, it just represents 2 people promising sort of to allow the red string of fate to tie them together forever. And it's also the card of twin flame union. So it's coming out in reverse. So it's telling me that you wanted some sort of union or some sort of promise, but it just didn't happen, but you're waiting to hear back about something. And then Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups together, this is really wanting a new beginning, right? A physical offering or physical new beginning, an emotional offering, an emotional new beginning. This can indicate, you know, a new job, you know, a lot of love and things like that, but it kind of feels like, again, I feel a lot of hope, if that makes sense. Like a hope for a new beginning, physically and emotionally, but it kind of feels like the Moon is in juxtaposition to the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups, because the Moon is all about things that are hidden. So it seems like, you know, I'm hearing like sit and wait and wishing, but everything is very unclear right now and hidden and sort of below the surface. And you may even be kind of mourning things because you're not getting the clarity that you want about the union that you desire. With Pidgey, Whirlwind in reverse, this is telling me that you are trying not to allow communication to be in a whirlwind. But with Flaffy Static Shock, it seems like your solar plexus may be a little bit in shock right now, which can be that your willpower is a little bit in shock. So you may feel immobilized in a little bit of way. Not that you're just, you know, staying in bed forever and, you know, not doing anything, but just not feeling as motivated as usual. With the Third Eye in reverse, this is telling me you're having difficulty trusting your intuition, and there may be some mental health issues going on here, because the third eye is also your mental space. So when it's coming out in reverse, it can be that, you know, you may be thinking some like negative things, or your mental health necessarily isn't the best of, you know, what you want it to be, but your heart chakra is really coming out prominent here, saying that you are you know, focusing on love in some sort of way. And with trainer switchraft, trainer means somebody else, right? And so switchraft is, you know, your heart is telling you that someone has sort of switched up their flotation device, you know, sort of staying on the surface instead of going into emotional stuff. So yeah, I would say listen to your heart, not your head. Or maybe you're listening to your heart and not your head. All right, anyway, Aries, that's just what wanted to come out in the cleansing ceremony. So that is the energy that's being cleansed through this reading. Like I said, what we're going to do is take a look at what your current energy is. Then we will take a look at what your goal is. And then we will go step by step into how to take your energy and turn it into your goal, right? Transmute it into that goal. All right, let's see what your current energy here. We have Chariot, so movement. It seems like things are moving forward. You may actually be moving in some sort of way. Okay, no, you're not moving with the Six of Swords in reverse. So it seems like you're allowing things to sort of unfold. It kind of feels like something has, it's a very interesting energy. It feels like a night has passed you by. Okay, I feel like this Chariot is like moving away from you in some sort of way. You're not necessarily the one moving. It's something that's moving away from you. So you could have been dealing with a knight, right? Knights are soul contracts that are come and go types. Yes, they come in, they may be truthful, but also they will leave, sometimes to return. But yeah, it seems like there's something that sort of passed you by. And a lot of this has to do with Lotus energy of allowing things to sort of unfold. And I feel like that's where you're at right now is like, you know, something has sort of passed you by. I don't feel like it's a missed opportunity or anything like that. Again, it's a come and go soul contract. Perhaps come and go again, but there will always involve a go, if that makes sense. Every time it comes in, they will always go. And with the Six of Swords in reverse, this is telling me that there is a conversation that you can't seem to sort of get away from. It's like you don't want to stop talking to this person. You don't want to have the conversation to be sort of over with. Anytime this card comes out, I also take that, you know, what is steering it is where the sun is. And right now the sun is in the constellation Sagittarius, moving into Capricorn, true sidereal, of course, I use the real sky. And so, you know, there's this energy of sort of, again, Sagittarius energy, right? That traveling, kind of come and go, mutable fire energy into the Capricorn of very pragmatic, utilitarian of like, okay, this doesn't, how do I want to say, I feel Capricorn energy being like, it doesn't necessarily make sense rationally. And I feel like that, but there's something about the rationale that's sort of keeping you stuck to what has sort of passed you by. All right, let's see what's the light energy here. Going to the shadow. Yeah, okay. Chariot, Whirlwind, and Trainer Tierno. So, Pidgey Whirlwind, right? We saw in the cleansing ceremony, it was Whirlwind in reverse. You don't want things to be a whirlwind, right? You don't want to have conversations that are arguments and go crazy and things like that. Because Pidgey represents like bird spirit and things like that. So it was going to the Chariot, representing that you're not trying to, you know, cause chaos. It's like, you know, something has sort of come and go. And it's like, it's a very interesting energy. I'm just going to tell you exactly how it feels. It feels like, you know, something or someone is leaving. And instead of sort of speaking your truth, which would be kind of a whirlwind of a conversation, you're keeping it inside because you don't want to open that Pandora's box because you're afraid that that's going to push them away. But the truth is they're already away. So it kind of feels like, again, you're just sort of boxing up your truth and really just, yeah, because it does seem like you do have a whirlwind of things to say about this Chariot energy here. It says, a common sight in forests and woods. It flaps its wings at ground level to kick up blinding sand. Yeah, and again, the blinding sand is not being able to see clearly, not having the information that you desire about why this Chariot sort of happened. And again, that is that moon card, things that are sort of hidden and not being revealed. With trainer Tierno here, it's coming out stuck. So it's telling me that you're stuck on a particular person, right? Trainers are somebody else. Tierno is known for really enjoying dancing. So this could have been someone that you met dancing or something like that. But it is also kind of a heftier male. He does have the ice cream Pokemon, so someone who might like sweets or things. But in general, I would just say it's someone that you're stuck on. Okay, whoops, wrong deck. Let's take a look at, okay, well, there's clearly something that wants to be said here. And, okay, yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. So, Page of Wands, you're waiting to hear back from them. And then I saw the Three of Swords in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse as well. So, you're waiting to hear back because you're just trying to basically not break your own heart. So you're waiting to hear back from them instead of you saying something. Because, you know, if you say something, it's going to be a whirlwind, basically. All right, let's see what's the shadow. Well, that wanted to come out quick. We have Ghastly Ominous Eyes and Fairy type in reverse. So, yeah, this is not the greatest soul contract here. Fairy type represents soul contracts, right? You do this, I do that. We have so many different types of soul contracts. Friends, lovers, pets, the mailman, right? We all learn different soul aspects through different soul contracts. And it seems like this is a soul contract, again, that was meant to sort of come and go, whereas you're still stuck on them even though they're gone. This is also the crown chakra coming out in reverse. So it seems like, again, that, you know, your crown chakra is where you get data from the external world and then it goes into your third eye in order to be processed, you know, by your mental space, by your mind. And so when you have a distorted crown chakra, this can be, let's just say, horns instead of a halo energy, right? Which would explain why your mental health isn't doing the greatest at this time. And so when it comes to this, you know, crown chakra in reverse, it's basically, again, you're not getting the information that you desire, right? There's blinding sand, meaning that you're not getting the information in the light. So in the shadow, you're just getting a bunch of not very good messages, I'll say. And with Ghastly Ominous Eyes, yeah, this is a ghost of your past. And Ominous Eyes represents envy and jealousy, you know, wanting something that is not yours. So if this person didn't envy you, perhaps you are envying them, you know, wishing that they were there or whatever it may be. But it could also be this is a, you know, kind of a suffering soulmate energy of them being jealous of you. And maybe that's why they can't be around you. It says, should a strange light be seen flickering in an abandoned building, Ghastly is lurking there. So it's talking about a strange light in an abandoned building. So again, I feel like this definitely triggered your abandonment wound, because straight up it feels like they did abandon you kind of without any sort of explanation, or at least not a thorough explanation, because there is that blinding sand. Anytime there's like abandoned building energy, it also gives me like tower moment vibes. So it's like there's a tower moment coming, but you still have some of your light in that tower because you're allowing a ghost of your past to sort of haunt you. All right. Let's see what your goal is. We have Ace of Cups. Yeah, you want that love offering. Yes, you do. You want that love offering and you want to be chosen. With the Seven of Wands in this deck, it specifically points to putting down all of your wands, which is your, you know, passion, lust, or whatever, and choosing one wand of like, yes, this is the wand that I want to create with. So it definitely feels like a commitment energy. You want a love offering and commitment. Let's see what's the light energy. I want to come out quick. We have Lapras using Aqua Bullet. So Lapras is the transportation Pokemon. So it's like literally you want them to transport back to you after leaving. And with Aqua Bullet, that's talking about hurting someone emotionally, honestly. It's kind of like emotionally maiming them, which isn't very nice. But yeah, Aqua Bullet is, you know, a bullet, right, with water. So it's really using emotion sort of as a weapon to sort of keep someone coming towards you or whatever it may be. It says these Pokemon were once near extinction due to poaching. Following protective regulations, there is now an overabundance of them. So again, it's like, you know, these protective regulations. So it kind of feels like really like putting up these rules sort of like where someone can go or whatever. Again, it's kind of like, it kind of reminds me of, yeah, just like fishing. You know, it's like you go and it might not be, it's like you catch it by the hook, right? And then you have it and it's yours. And then you sort of put it in a tank. That's honestly what it feels like. Let's see what's the shadow here. So I definitely feel this like ownership, devotion. It's a very fine line, it feels here, between devotion and ownership and loyalty and being chosen and choosing and love. There's so much water here, as you see. Both of these water, Ace of Cups. So it's really an emotional energy, even though you do want to be chosen. With Phoebus, we use splashing dodge. So it seems like, again, it's like these aqua bullets or whatever, right? It's like you also want to kind of dodge them. So yes, there's going to be sort of emotional war with one another in order to accomplish this, it feels like. But you're fine because you're going to be able to sort of dodge everything. And as you see, Phoebus kind of looks horrified. Look at all that wood that's broken down. So it seems like you're aware that tower moments are going to happen. It's definitely going to be sort of a chaotic thing. But you're still being chosen. It says, a tough Pokemon that is perfectly fine in even dirty water. However, due to its raggy, shabby appearance, it isn't popular. And this is the fish Pokemon. So again, there's this aspect, like I said, of kind of putting a fish in a tank. And we even have fish all over the Ace of Cups. So it's talking about being fine in dirty water. The truth is, Aries, it seems like you kind of want this person even through the tough emotions, right? It's like, even if it's dirty water, right? Which is like yucky emotions. Even if it's emotional warfare, you still want to be chosen. And it kind of feels like you're strong-arming this person, to be honest. And it's talking about, due to its ragged, shabby appearance, it isn't popular. And again, I feel like there's this energy, right? It's like, oh, you know, they were near extinction. There was very few of them, but now there's like a bunch. And then here it's like, you know, not being very popular again. So it's, again, it's like, it's weird. It's like, yeah, you're going hunting in some sort of way and sort of reducing, this so it's not as coveted or something like that by someone else. Whew, Aries, this is a very strange reading. I've really never felt that before. Little, definitely interesting goal. I will help you try to get there. So like I said in the extended, we're going to take a look at how to take your current energy and transmute it into your goal. Of course, I do have to mention, I don't recommend trying to get someone against their free will. That is really just never a good idea. And you'll always end up, you know, disappointed. And again, it's like, if you try to sort of poach someone whose soul contract is to always leave, you can drag them towards you all you want, but they will always escape. So, you know, a word to the wise, or from the wise, I don't really know how that goes, but from the wise and to the wise, Aries. A time to give rather than to take. Yeah, now it's time to give energy rather than to take energy. And I feel like you need to give some energy to yourself. That is the new moon in Virgo, which represents, you know, angelic energy, right? Virgo is the angel of the zodiac, how to build our own heaven, and that all comes within. And angelic energy would never try to force someone against their will to do anything. Again, that's that crown chakra inverted. And, you know, Virgo also represents, you know, how we serve others and sort of our daily routines. And so, you know, I would definitely be mindful of your health, your mental health, and all things Virgo right now. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right, let's see the romance angels, what they want to say to bring us into the extended here. We have release your ex in reverse. Yeah, you're having difficulty releasing an ex. That is very, very clear. The time has come to clear your energy. And also coming out in reverse is love yourself first. Yeah, you're having difficulty loving yourself first. Having self-love before you can share that. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah, because, you know, if we don't respect ourselves and love ourselves, we'll try to attach to someone who makes us feel unworthy, who wants to abandon us and feel that way. So it looks like we're going to be digging a little bit deeper into how to have some self-love to bring in what it is that you truly want. If you truly want the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Wands, if you want a love offering and to be chosen and for you to choose that person, it does not have to be this person who has already made it clear that they don't want to give you that. Okay? I hope that doesn't sound harsh, but there is someone out there that will give you the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles immediately, and there doesn't have to be this terrible, tragic backstory of emotional abuse. Okay? So let's head into the extended and see how to get there. Okay? All right, Aries, I hope to see you in the extended. The link is in the description box below.